With me today is Joan Sharp. Joan's an advisor in Delaware. We're talking about kids and money. What's a good way to start that conversation with kids?
Well, first of all, you shouldn't make money such a big issue with kids. You should just communicate with them and let them know what you're thinking, what's the bigger vision on why you make a decision, not because of an Excel sheet or this costs X and this costs X, but why are you even considering the two items?
One of the things that you talk about is clients need to sort of have this idea of work and a perspective of how money impacts that.
Well, with work, what's really important is work, and especially these days, is our identity. It's something that we're passionate about, and we should be, because it's why we're here to make a difference. No matter how much you're paid, if you get paid. And even being a mother is a job, a very important one. And understanding what's important and passionate to you is what fulfills you.
Well, you talk about gifting, and with gifting comes responsibility. Tell us more about that.
Well, because when you're gifting and you're giving money to kids, if you don't talk to them about it and they just get it, there isn't a perception, or you're putting it away in a trust for them to get later, and you don't even want them to know they have money, but all of a sudden you pass away and they've been struggling and have issues around what their worth is because they saw what you had, public has perceptions of them, and then all of a sudden they have this money and they don't know who they are anymore. They have to figure out. So for giving this money as a gift, we have a responsibility to help train them, to understand the gift is to support you, but what's really important is you and what you do in society, not what the money can do for you. It can support you, but it isn't who you are.
How do you think parents can best help kids really think about helping kids understand who they are? And that's a big question.
And you know, there's no right answer because every parent is different and every child is different. What it is we have to let them fail. We have to let them try things. If they really are excited about something, and I don't mean the latest video game, but they are really excited about getting out and doing something and making a difference. If they want to do that lemonade stand, don't stop them because you're afraid someone's going to come by and kidnap them or steal the change. Set up something to protect them if that's what you're afraid of, but allow them to do it. And if no one buys the lemonade but you, that's okay because they tried. And maybe then they can evaluate, what would have made that better? Was I in the right location? And this is how they start looking at strategy.
Joan, you talk about a reality for kids, creating reality. What do you mean by that?
Well, why do we protect them from what the costs of things are, why we make decisions? Kids are smart. They're very intuitive. They understand a lot. So we should let them know why the family makes decisions. What is really important? If paying for college for your children, paying for an education is the most important thing for you to do because that's the way you were raised, that's what happened with you, and you saw how important that was. Let them know that that's so important, that's where you're gonna invest your money. We're gonna take vacations, but it's not gonna look like everybody else's, maybe, because our priority is to make sure you get an education. Or the type of vacations we're taking are gonna reinforce what you're learning in school.
That's a really neat idea, to actually do things that help reinforce some of the very important things that you really want to teach your kids.
And a lot of people do that, but they don't tell the children that. They know it, and they just say, we're going, you'll enjoy it, you'll appreciate it later when you're older, instead of wrapping it up into, we feel education is important, this is where we're spending our money, so we're going to invest in that even more.